Noel Cronin, the Royal Report Show. Big day today, 30 years celebrating since you've been legal with Community Radio Youghal, CRY104FM, and it's online now as well, a word that we never even used back in the day. But it's 30 years, Noel. Now, of course, you originally started in the pirate days in July 4th, 1979, but today is your big 30th. Congratulations, happy birthday.
Thanks very much, Mick. I said, I'm disgraced to be talking to you. It exceeded my wildest dreams. Because back in the early days, I suppose back in the 60s, a certain American had a saying, I have a dream. You remember him? We had a dream. 4 of us had a dream back in 1979. That dream was turned into reality. And today we're so proud of what we've achieved. Not only what we have achieved, it's what they have achieved. The people here, the backroom gang, Yvonne, the administration side of the house, everybody. Because when you turn on the radio back at home, just hear what comes out with the loudspeaker. You hear the voice. But people don't realise what's behind that. There's a whole administration side behind that. You know, there's a company behind that, the Youghal Communications Limited. That has its own, that must be run as well. Of course, it was set up by RT, basically. It was actually only for RT. Coming down to the town hall, they would...
Because RT were going mobile around the country at that time.
Well, that was that was the RTE's answer to kind of combat the scourge of as they thought of the pirate radio. Because RT were losing hands over fist at the time. And of course, as we know, the professional stations in Dublin at the time were the pirates. RT were in the Tuppenny Halfpenny class, and they were losing revenue like that. And of course, it was a government.
So RT came to town. They were here for that famous summer of 1979.
They were here for a week,
and then the local lads got involved, the community got involved in that. But when RT left, then they created a void, and counterproductively, they made your Community Radio Youghal another pirate radio station.
But that happened. Funny enough, that happened everywhere RT went. Everywhere they went to bring community wagon. Like that. They went to Kilkenny, the same thing. A couple of weeks afterwards, Kilkenny Radio started up. They went down to West Cork, same thing happened up there. We were no exception, so we started up, as I said, and we looked around for premises, couldn't find the premises, but eventually we hopped upon Paddy Connolly's desk.
And over here, on one of the many desks here, is Anchorman and DJ and absolute powerhouse of his knowledge of music, Sean Healing. Sean, tell us about this operation here.
Well, we have a big team actually. There's even just down here in the technical department, I think there's about 6 of us all together. So an awful lot of the work goes on behind the scenes that you wouldn't actually realise that goes on. Obviously people know we have 2 studios. We recently upgraded the equipment. Brand new desks all inside. We're still upgrading. We're getting new stuff in all week. We didn't quite have it ready for here. We've new monitors and stuff for the studio, and we're actually putting a Studio 3 upstairs. Is our latest project. So,
but you're the background team, which involves editing.
Editing, yeah. Anything, as you can probably see here from the screens that are up. That's me actually signed into the studio at the moment. That's stuff. There are ad blocks coming up and some interviews. As it's our 30th anniversary, you can see clips of old shows, new premises, all that. So we edit all them down, put them together. We have a program here called Adobe Audition, which we do our editing on, slice it up, mix it down, and save it into the proper folders.
If people want to get involved, will they learn about how to edit in Adobe Audition here and how to record and all that? And young people interested in media?
Actually, what we do is, and at the moment we have 6 transition year students with us, 2 on a Wednesday and 4 on a Friday. They'll be here with us until December, and they're going through their media skills. That's what they've chosen to do in their transition year, and we do them every year. And some of these have gone on to bigger and better things, as they say. One girl there, Tuala Lucy, was with us 15 years ago now. She's on Spin 103 and all them stations. So some people have got into the media from it by getting a look here behind the scenes.
It's great to have this on your own doorstep in Youghal, East Cork.
East Cork, yeah. Like we're well known, I suppose, for what we do. We're considered one of the best community stations around. I started back in 1979. I was 14 years of age. CRY just started on the 4th of July. In the last week of July, they were looking for some more new presenters. I went down, did an audition, and actually I did it with the late Eugene Crotty and myself. Just down the League of the Cross, upstairs, Noel Cronin had his room, and we had to go down and do our little bit of audition, and I started doing a programme called Schools Out. Basically a request from the schools. That time there was no emails, no phones, no nothing. There was boxes put into the Loretta and CBS. Obviously no co-education back then either, going back to the 70s. So I done that, changed it into My Generation was another programme, and I kept kind of...
But of course, back then, when you Yvonne Smith, station manager, Community Radio Youghal, were in Studio 2 here.
Yes.
Studio 1 is next door. They've been so busy all morning since the early morning shows. It's going to one after another. It's incredible. Humongous congratulations. 30 years since you've been legit as a radio station, way back in 1995.
Correct.
We're halfway through the day. Bit tiring already, I can see. We know to be good at.
Yes.
How's it going for you?
There's a lot of meet and greet, but it's fantastic. Do you know, it was so nice that people, even just passing along for a walk, decided to pop in, have a look around, have a cuppa, have a chat, and see behind the scenes, because a lot of people don't realise the 2 studios are there, the space we have, and just seeing the equipment and also getting some faces to presenters. It's lovely. You know, it's really nice. It's been a lovely community event today.
Talking about equipment, you've all got new modern equipment in both
Correct.
studios
yes,
as
we
well.
do. That's
recently.
right. We were very
How'd
fortunate.
that come about?
Well, originally it came about because the equipment was broken and needed to be replaced, and then it became a bigger job than we thought. But we were very lucky as well to secure funding for that from the Community Recognition Fund, and we've been successful twice in that, and once with the van, and we got our van, and we've got funds to pay for the cost of the equipment, and also for more equipment. We'll have a 3rd studio going upstairs, and also location equipment, because we do a load of location work with schools and students.
What's it like being a female station manager?
I don't know. That's a really hard question.
It's kind of a new. There's not too many female radio station
Probably
managers.
not, no. Do you know what? I'm 19 years with the station as an employee, and I have kind of worked from the bottom up, been involved in every part and every aspect, and worked with many different people over the years. So I think when I finally got the role, we'll say, and I decided to go for it, and they gave me the job, I had a lot of experience of different aspects of the station and how it runs. And there's so much more to what you hear going out on air, and so much more to the people that come here. And it's a great place, you know, for people. Like, there's 5 core staff, but there's 11 CE staff, there's 2 staff, there's 135 volunteers. We run 168 hours a week. So it's just amazing, like, you know, and I'm always blown away. There's always something new every day, and it's just a lovely... I mean, the community is so lucky to have something like this, you know, like a community radio.
The minute I came in the door, the hand of friendship was put out to me. I mean, the last thing in my life I ever thought I'd do is sit behind one of those desks. I came in, I met Angela, I met Sean, I met Tom, and they opened their arms, and they just... All I can say is they eased me into it. It was just... They made it easy for me. And all I can say to people out there who are watching this who say, no, I could never do this, if I can do it, folks, anybody can do it.
How did you start off getting involved, Tom?
How did I start getting in CRY? I originally came here on a C scheme back about 8 years ago. So then when I was here, I got to go know the run of the place, started editing and stuff outside programmes and that, enjoyed it with the technical assistants and stuff, the presenters. And as time went on, then I suppose I'm actually employed here now, so I got a job out of which I was delighted. I love working here. The fact I got on the radio, it was just like every minute you had to get coaxed into it when you're here. One day someone said, go in and have a go off that. So just a bit of encouragement from people that were already here, that I just interested, like Sean again, I'll go back to, you know, listening to Sean and the shows and that. So I said, I'll have a crack off it. I always kind of had an interest in sport myself anyway, so that was kind of a pinch that into me to do the sport. So obviously we covered like things like Ironman and that here over the last few years, so that gave me kind of a good taste for it. So since then I'm sort of 2 days a week now enjoying it very much.
You're the inspiration or the big man behind Drive Time show, is it?
Well, Drive Time Monday and Friday. Obviously, Drive Time is 5 days a week. I do a normal, regular Drive Time on Monday afternoon, Monday evening, and Friday is designated or dedicated to sport only.
There's a big team behind the sports department here.
There's a big team behind the sports department there. Of course, we'd like Barry Drake, Daniel Carey Perkins in himself. He does his own piece. We're in contact with the local GA. Well, Declan Byrne there always helps out. We've horse racing, rugby, everyone. It's a team. It's a team like a sport. It's a team event, I suppose, every Friday evening.
Things have evolved. Like, as I said, we've 2 studios now. We're building a third one upstairs because we haven't enough in 2 studios. Even on today, I've had 2 people I've notes in my thing that were to get back to them looking to come in and volunteer here. So like even that itself is a success on an open day like today.
And just off the radio show there now, another not only volunteer and a community worker, but he's got his own Sunday morning show, Jimmy Flanagan. Jimmy, you've taken place from the famous late Nooche Kenefick.
Nooche Kenefick.
Jimmy, after you took over, which is how long ago now roughly?
Nearly 14 years.
14 years, is it? That's a tough role to follow.
It was tough, so but I didn't follow it. Because Nooche was Nooche, and there's nobody could impersonate Nooche or do anything that I couldn't follow. Nooche was a brilliant broadcaster. He was a brilliant member of the public in Youghal, and he was a great man on the council. So you couldn't follow that really. So I just put my own thing into it, and I found my feet. I suppose it took 6 or 7 weeks before we were right. I remember saying to Noel there a while ago that Jim Coleman said to me, "Look, when you come down now," he said, "and when you're going to start," he said, "I'll give you 2 weeks." He said, "and I'll put you on the road." And that 2 weeks lasted 10 years.
People volunteer here, but they come with a great deal of passion, commitment and knowledge, and you're right, and they bring all that, and everybody has something, everybody contributes here. They're so thoughtful about what they do, their programs, they put them together with such care, that it's professional in that way,
And of course you're going 24 hours now?
Well, yeah, we're broadcasting 168 hours a week. That wouldn't be live. Obviously, the night time we slow down around 1 a.m. to 8 o'clock, and then we're back on live again for most days.
And you got many awards as well, Creole Awards, BAI, is it?
The BAI, yes,
awards,
it was,
they've rebranded their name now as well, but you've got several awards, they're all up.
They're all over the place. I think if I started calling them out now, I'd definitely forget
But for
something.
the station and for individuals
Yeah, and
as
these
well.
were commission programs on
And all
various
voluntary
topics.
work.
Yeah, various topics, documentaries, health ones, everything you can think of, fine pieces, dramas again, and just a testament to the people that are here. And it wouldn't happen without everybody here working together. We all work together as a team, and it would never happen. And it wouldn't happen either without the community, without the listeners, without yourselves, without everybody participating. It is a community radio station.